Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get straight into the video. First, I'm applying this Swiss Beauty concealer under my eyes and on my eyelids because we are doing our eyes first. After applying it, I'll let it sit for a few minutes. Meanwhile, let's do our brows. I'm using a compact powder to set them so they don't get sticky. And yes, I already did my skincare before starting. All the products I use will be linked in the description box. You guys already know how much I love this Mars eyebrow palette. I'm using it again today to lightly fill in my brows. I have very sparse brows, so I just fill them a little while keeping them natural. I'm using light strokes, very light strokes, so it does not look too harsh. If you want a cleaner look, you can sharpen the edges with concealer, but I prefer keeping it natural. Now my brows are done, so I'm blending the concealer with my fingers. Next, I'm using this Mars eyeshadow palette. I'm applying a light shade as a base on my eyelids using this Mars 4-in-1 brush. It's super comfortable and very travel friendly. Then I'm taking a soft orangey nude shade and applying on my lids. For eyeliner, I'm using Maybelline eyeliner. Today I'm drawing very thin lines, starting it from the middle of my eyes and creating a small subtle wing. Now curling my lashes. My lashes are very straight and stubborn, but I'm trying my best. I'm applying this Maybelline Sky High Mascara and using 2 to 3 coats. And after that, you can see a little difference. I think it looks so much better, right? The other side is done. It looks pretty cute. Now moving to the face, I'm using this Inside Primer and just taking a pea-size amount. I'm applying it mostly on my T-zone and cheeks, and you can see how much smoother my skin looks. Also, instead of foundation, I'm using this L'Oreal Skin Tint because I don't feel like using foundation too much these days. I either use just a concealer or a skin tint. It blends so easily and just feels like my skin, but better. Also, don't forget your neck. Now I'm using the same concealer under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin, and see that acne mark? Yes, we are going to hide that. After that, I'll let it sit for a few minutes and then blend with my fingers. For blush, I'm using the Mars Drip Lip Mist. I'm leaving it so that it leaves a little stain, but don't leave it for too long or it will stain and won't move. If you know, you know, but don't worry, we will fix that later on. Now I'm using this 100 rupees brush. Yes, it's only 100 rupees. And I'm applying it on my cheeks and blending with my fingers. You can see now the stain, it's not very visible. Now I'm again using this Mars palette to add some warmth to my face. I'm applying on my cheekbones and then on my forehead because I have very long forehead, and my jawlines to hide some of the chubbiness. Now I'm using this fluffy brush and using my fingers like this. Then I'm going to contour my nose a little bit to give some definition. But yeah, you can totally skip this step if you're a beginner. And I don't even do this on a daily basis. I just do this depending on my mood and on what type of makeup I'm doing. Okay, 2 blushes are not enough. So yeah, I'm adding 1 more. I'm using this Mars blush. I'm just taking a little amount, but look at the payoff. Then we are going to spray our face. Then we are going to use a highlighter, and it's only 100 rupees. Yes, only 100. I'm applying on the tip of my nose, on my nose bridge, and of course on the cheeks, and some on the inner corner of my eyes. But after applying the highlighter, I feel like it was too glowing and I don't want that back today. So I'm adding a little warm again. Now for the lips, I'm using this Mars lip liner, and oh my god, I love their lip liners so much. They are so smooth and affordable. You can see how smoothly it glides, and I'm blending it with my fingers. Okay, remember that Mars Drip Mist? We are going to use that on our lips too. And I'm not going to apply very much product, just tapping it a little, and I'm using my fingers to blend it. My skin gets too oily, so I'm applying this compact powder under my eyes, around my nose, some on the chin, and also on the forehead. And lastly, I'm using this setting spray, and ta-da! We are done. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye guys!